Start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurtuse Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, very happy to see some of you, but I'll be happier to see all of you if you all can turn on your videos and be there. So we have been discussing from Srimad Bhagavatam, and together we all have journeyed. We have completed 5 chapters successfully. We are on the 6th chapter. In the 6th chapter we have completed 14 shlokas, and we are witnessing the wonderful journey of Narada boy. That is Narad Muni in his previous life, his life after he met his spiritual master. Right? Very unfortunately, Narada boy lost his only personal attachment, his mother, which he saw as a good fortune because that gave him an opportunity to surrender to Krishna. And then he started moving towards the north. He crossed over all obstacles, and then finally, with overcoming fear, overcoming greed, overcoming attachment, he kept proceeding ahead. Then he took a bath, became fresh. That's what we all do, right? Morning we take bath, then we sit for sadhana. Sometimes devotees ask, Prabhu, is it okay to chant without taking bath? It's okay, it's completely fine. But when we take a bath and then we sit for chanting, we will altogether have a different consciousness, because Prabhupada writes, chanting has an effect, an impact not just on our body. It has a deep impact on our mind. Yes? So we take a shower, we take a bath to have a conducive state of mind to perform our sadhana. Right? Now Narada, what is he doing? That's something we're going to see. Now he has taken bath. Let us see what he's going to do now. Alright, so this is Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 6th chapter, shloka number 15. Tasmin nirmanuje pippalopasta ashrita atmanatmanam atmastam yata shrutam achintayan. Okay, anyone would like to read? Yes, Riya Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. After that, under the shadow of a banyan tree, in an uninhabited forest, I began to meditate upon the super soul situated within, using my intelligence as I had learned from liberated souls.
Yes, so this clearly shows that Narada boy was in Satyuga. Why? Krite yadhyayato Vishnu. Because this is the process of Satyuga, where you meditate on the super soul, and this is the sadhana given to him. Right? There was one question asked during the Shivratri, that Prabhu, we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Can we chant Om Namah Shivaya in the mood that Shiva is a very pure servant of Lord Krishna? Can we do that? But is that sadhana given to you by your Guru? If that is given by Guru, you can do it. Did Guru give you? So do not invent anything. Yes, we should not invent or introduce anything. We are supposed to be taking things as it is and presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is. So similarly, teachings of Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, we should as it is do. So here Narad is following that. Yata Shrutam Achintayan. Yata Shrutam. Just as he had heard. This is how we learn. By Yatha Shrutam. Hearing. And just as he has heard. Achintayan. He started contemplating. Yes. So similarly, it's very important that we don't just hear Bhagavatam. We contemplate on Bhagavatam. This is also one point we can learn. So whatever we are discussing now, we should also be contemplating. We should be processing it. We should not be just listening. Okay, listen, some sound is hitting here. Something was spoken. Class was over. Prasadam starts. No. Contemplating on the subject, because it's the contemplation that will actually bring about seriousness in spiritual life. Yes, we hear Bhagavat Mahatmya. Why Dundukari went back to Godhead after Bhagavat Katha? None of the others went. Why? Because the Vishnu Dutas clearly tell. He is going back to Godhead because he contemplated on Bhagavatam. Because he had that intensity. He knew that my life depends on this. His life was gone actually, he was a ghost. But his deliverance depends on this. So that should be our consciousness also. Everything depends on Bhagavatam. That's how we should contemplate. Listen and contemplate deeply. Similarly, when we chant, we should believe everything depends on this japa experience. So Narad Muni was meditating with that intensity. He had nobody. Tasmin nirmanuje aranye. No, nirmanuje means there was no human being. And even in his life, he had no relatives, no friends. Nobody was alone. And those days, nowadays, at least you can write an email to Guru. Whether reply comes or not is a different question. But at least there is a hope that there is somebody, some senior. We have an institution. Narada didn't even know whether when he will meet his spiritual master next. Will meet or not. No. He has no idea. So Pippala Upasta, people paid, we say, right? Banyan tree. Pippala Upaste Ashrita. He took shelter of a banyan tree. What is speciality of banyan tree? We worship banyan tree, you know that? We worship banyan tree, amala tree, these are all worshipable trees. You read Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, we are reading now. We offer obeisances to banyan tree. It is one of the limbs of bhakti. Offering obeisances to banyan tree, amla tree. Yes. Because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Ashvattas sarva vrikshanam. Among all the trees, I am banyan tree. Correct? So, it's an opulence of Krishna. It's a vibhuti of Krishna. So that's why we offer obeisances. So he took shelter of a banyan tree. Atmanatmanam atmastam. So there are three atmas here. Atmana, Atmana, Atmastam. Three Atmas. Atmas have 7 meanings. So the first Atmana, which means he used his intelligence. To meditate, you need Buddhi, intelligence. That is also called as Atma. So using his Atma, that is intelligence, he meditated on Atma. Which Atma? Paramatma. Where is he situated? Atmastam, who is situated within the body, within the heart. Hriddesha Arjuna Tishtati. So like that he started his meditating and contemplating. Okay. So one thing we have to note here, the Acharyas explain that Paramatma is situated in the core of his heart and he resides there. Correct? He resides there. And Narad Muni, in association of these Bhaktivedantas, had developed prema. He had revived some prema. So he knew he's sitting there. Okay. Somebody would like to read purport? Okay. Grace Dayami Radha Prabhu. Go ahead. Read the purport.
Prabhuji, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. One should not meditate according to one's personal whims. One should know perfectly well from the authoritative sources of scriptures through the transparent medium of a bona fide spiritual master, and by proper use of one's trained intelligence for meditating upon the supersoul dwelling within every living being. This consciousness is firmly developed by a devotee who has rendered loving service unto the Lord by carrying out the orders of the spiritual master. Sri Naradaji contacted bona fide spiritual masters, served them sincerely, and got enlightenment rightly. Thus he began to meditate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, this will happen. So one beautiful point that is mentioned here is meditating on super soul dwelling within every living being. This consciousness, this vision is developed when we carry sincere service to spiritual master. See? So you serve the spiritual master, what happens? He is pleased. And yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. This is the science of bhakti. And an intelligence, Prabhupada writes in the 1.2.16, we cannot human intelligence or reasons fails to understand how by serving pure devotee one makes spiritual advancement. Because in order to make spiritual advancement, we need Krishna's blessings. But when does one get Krishna's blessings? When one gets Guru's blessings. And when will you get Guru's blessings? By following instructions of Guru, you get Guru's blessings. So many times people come and tell, oh, please give blessings, Guru, please give us blessings. No, blessings are there in the instructions. So whatever instruction, you never see Narad Muni going and asking blessings from his Bhaktivedantas. Oh, give me blessings. No, he is going and asking for instructions. Because a devotee understands that the blessings of the spiritual master are there in the instructions of the spiritual master. That's why a devotee is eager to collect instruction. And when I follow those instructions, I will get blessings. Correct? Initially, I also remember I used to go to my superior and says, Prabhuji, please bless me to do this service. And he would say, you're already blessed. I would wonder why he's saying you're already blessed. That means you have accepted the instruction, you have accepted the blessing. Now execute it, you will receive the blessing. Right? That is the science. So it's very important for all us to understand. So Narad Muni sincerely served the spiritual master and got enlightenment. So very, very important. So what is the way we can serve our spiritual master? Narad Muni got both seva, Vapu seva, Vani seva. He got service to render by serving them prasadam, and he sat and heard Bhagavatam from them. For us, Vapu seva, whenever possible, we do. But Vani seva is always available thanks to Kali Yuga technology. We can have lectures of our spiritual master always there. Prabhupada's all lectures are available. In fact, not just lectures, lecture transcript are available. We can take out some time, maybe even 10 minutes we take out. We can see the transcription and we can hear the Vani of Prabhupada and note down some good instructions. And just by writing down, just 10 minutes we can spend, write down some good instructions of Prabhupada. It is about first noting down the instruction. And then this somehow beautifully the circumstances and situations will be arranged that we are given that opportunity to apply that instruction. This is something that we can see that happens in bhakti. Such as Krishna will arrange. This is a beautiful arrangement of Lord. You hear something, you note it down, you wonder what to do with it, and that circumstances is arranged by which you have to apply that instruction. It comes. It definitely happens. Like Prabhupada was given the instruction, you're a young educated Indian boy, why don't you preach the message of Krishna consciousness in the English language in the Western world? So he took it, he accepted the instruction. He kept trying, Immediately he couldn't do. He didn't discard the instruction, he kept it with him. And then he had the right opportunity to perform. Yes, that instruction, that was beauty. So this is what happens. When we note more instructions, we get chance to apply that instruction. This definitely happens. This comes in the life of a devotee. So let us at least note the instructions. Let's begin. And we'll definitely find there will be some opportunity for us to execute that instruction. So here Narad Muni is very sincerely doing his sadhana, what is given. Yes, so one of the most important shlokas, regularly quoted shlokas from Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Prabhupada is Yasya Deve Para Bhaktir Yata Deve Tata Guru Tasyarte Kwatitahi Artha Uttam. It is said that Thus, Yasya deve para bhaktir, tata deve tata kuru. You have complete faith in the instruction of Lord, and having complete faith in the Guru, what happens? Tasyarte kvatita hiyartha prakashante mahatmana. You get enlightenment from within. We pray in Guru Puja, right? Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. So that enlightenment, how did Narada get that enlightenment? Because of having complete faith in the instructions of the spiritual master. So this is very important. So what we are trying to do right now is we are taking Prabhupada's instructions and we are accepting them faithfully. And if we execute them faithfully, enlightenment will definitely come. What is the meaning of faith? Faith means execution, right? For example, we go somewhere. Have you seen a skeleton pictured on somewhere? What does a skeleton's face like this cross? What is the meaning of that? A skeleton is drawn somewhere. There are some wires and there's a skeleton drawn. It means danger, very dangerous. Do not touch. So, a person who has actually understood that instruction will not go and touch the wire. If he touches the wire, what will happen? He'll get roasted. 440 volts shock. He'll get shock and that guy gets roasted completely. So, a person who has understood the instruction will not go and touch. So, that is Guru's instruction. Maya means what? We should see that skeleton. Maya, do not touch. That is Maya. You touch, you're going to get shock. Very, very important. Okay, we go to the next sloka. So now how did he meditate? The procedure of meditation is described in this sloka. Dhyayatas charanam bhojam bhava nirjita chetasa outkanthya shrukalakshashya hridiyasin me shanir hari. Yes. Who would like to read? Who's there next? Yes, Anang Manjari, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dadvat Pranam. As soon as I begin to meditate upon the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, with my mind transformed in transcendental love, tears roll down from my eyes, and without delay, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, appeared on the lotus of my heart. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, Jai, Bhava and Prema.
Yeah.
Previously we had seen till the point of Asakti. Now here we manifest the stage of Bhava and Prem, where he is able to see. Dhyayatas charanam bhojam. So he started meditating. He actually conceptualized, okay, Paramatma is there in the heart. I start meditating on the lotus feet of Paramatma who is there in the core of my heart. Immediately Bhava arose in his mind. And what are the symptoms? Bhava comes with symptoms. What is that? His utkantha, his eagerness increased. There is some kind of excitement that came. Right? Ashrukala, tears started rolling down from his eyes. And then after Bhava, Krishna appeared. He got Krishna darshan. Hirdi asit me shanai, without delay. Immediately Hari appeared in his heart. Yes. So what did he do? He had focused his meditation in the heart, Hridi, Mana. And their complete focus was in the heart. Why? Because in the heart Krishna is sitting. So he got completely over the sadhana that he was doing, which was given by Guru, because Gurus gave him bhakti. And he kept practicing that. Because of the practice of bhakti, he had developed prema. What does Guru give? Guru gives bhakti lata beej. Brahmanda bhramite kono bhagyavan jiva Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata beej. And bhakti is like a seed. So you sow the seed. Where is that seed sown? That seed is in the heart. What is the meaning of that seed? That seed means the plan to develop prema, the process, that is the seed. And when that seed is put in the heart, then what does one have to do? Shravan Kirtan, watering the seed. And at the same time, one more thing you have to do. You have to do fencing also. That fencing is avoiding aparadh, avoiding offense. So we should not commit any kind of offense. We should do hearing and chanting without offense. And that is the fencing. And when this is done, what will happen? Yes, sunlight is the association. We need association of devotees also. So sunlight is the association, watering has to be done, fencing has to be done. Keep watering, just like we are sure, if I put a mango seed, I am going to get mango tree in the next 1 year. Correct or not? Here time we don't know. We don't know about time, but we have to keep watering. We keep watering, we keep watering. So Narad had kept watering this seed that he had received. As a result, that fruit had developed. Prema is that fruit. Bhava Nirijita is Prema awakened. And as a result of it, Asit, Krishna appeared in front of him. Gradually, Shanaihi. What is the meaning of Shanaihi gradually? First Krishna appeared in his heart. Then he appeared in the mind. Then he could experience Krishna also. Next, that is the first stage is he appeared in the heart as Paramatma. Next he appeared in his mind, functions of mind, which means he was constantly thinking about Krishna's qualities. Then he appeared in the faculties. He was not only able to see Krishna clearly, he was able to smell Krishna, and he was also able to listen to his voice. Yes, sound of Krishna's ankle bells, beauty of Krishna's face, details, fragrance of his body. These three things also happen. Yes, these three things he was able to experience. Just 1, 2, 3. So that is the meaning of Shani, gradually. So through Bhagavatam, we are also able to understand how Krishna appears. First as Paramatma, you will be able to experience, oh, my heart is now potent, Paramatma has appeared. And then later on in the mind, we are able to, that eagerness appears, the bhava appears. And then nose, first smell comes. That's why it is said, first the smell comes. We are able to smell the wonderful fragrance of Lord. The saffron dust particles from his feet. Oh, because just by smelling the Lord's lotus feet, Kumaras became bhaktas. The second thing that happens is ears. You are able to hear the sound of his ankle bells. Yeah, oh, Krishna is there. And then finally there is darshan, Krishna darshan. You are able to see Krishna face to face. And then his longing further increased and tears started rolling in his eyes. So the same thing we can also experience if we chant sincerely. We sincerely chant the holy name, we will also experience these three stages. Okay, Raksha Mataji, you can continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. The word bhava is significant here. This bhava stage is attained after one has transcendental affection for the Lord. The first initial stage is called Shraddha or liking for the Supreme Lord, and in order to increase that liking, one has to associate with pure devotees of the Lord. The third stage is to practice the prescribed rules and regulations of devotional service. This will dissipate all sort of misgiving and remove all personal deficiencies that hamper progress in devotional service.
Okay, just revise here. What is bhava is the stage number 8. So where does it start first? And the stage before that comes asakti, stage number 7. So Prabhupada is giving the different stages of bhakti. But what is the first stage? The first stage is called Ado Shraddha. What is the meaning of Ado Shraddha? Some kind of attraction for the Lord, liking for the Lord. Somebody has darshan, kirtan, whatever it is, katha, somewhere there is some attraction. But this attraction one should increase. How? This stage 1 Shraddha, stage 2 Sadhu Sangha, associating with pure devotees. Associating with pure devotees means listening, getting instruction from them, hearing. And then what do the devotees tell? They give instruction how to do bhajan. Then the third stage is bhajana kriya. We practice the rules and regulations, the 64 regulative principles of bhakti, one practices. That is the third stage. What is the result of bhajana kriya? Anartha nivritti. All the misgivings, all the anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Yes, lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, all these things are gone. Okay, please continue.
When all misgivings and personal deficiencies are removed, there is a standard faith in transcendental matter, and the taste for it increases in greater proportion. This stage leads to attraction, and after this, there is a bhava or the prior stage of unalloyed love for God. All the above different stages are but different stages of development of transcendental love. Being so surcharged with transcendental love, there comes a strong feeling of separation which leads can you please describe? Yeah. Uh, Okay. Yeah, which leads to 8 different kinds of ecstasies. Tear from the eyes of the devotees are an automatic reaction, and because Sri Narada Muni in his previous birth attained the stage very quickly after his departure from home, it was quite possible for him to perceive the actual presence of the Lord, which he tangibly experienced by his developed spiritual senses without material thing. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, can I continue? I think it's okay.
Hare Krishna, you're on
Yeah.
mute.
Sorry, really sorry. I didn't see I was muted. Yes. So I was telling that we just now saw the 4 stages: Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, and Anartha Nivritti. So when anarthas are removed, what happens? A standard faith develops. This is called as Nishtha. How a standard faith is developed? How do we understand standard faith is developed? When standard faith develops, then our mind doesn't deviate from sadhana. When we chant, our mind is fixed. When we hear, our mind is fixed. When we worship deities, mind is fixed. Our mind doesn't get distracted when we are doing sadhana. That is the meaning that standard faith is established. Okay. And with that standard faith, you continue bhakti, then what happens? Ruchi increases in great proportion. That means one wants to continuously do chanting, reading, hearing, worshipping deities, seva. And as a result of this, this stage leads to affection. This is attraction. Prabhupada writes as attraction. It is also, Prabhupada writes many times as affection, which is called as asakti, attachment. One cannot live without Krishna. How do you understand something is your attachment or not? You only understand something is your attachment or not when you lose it. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you don't find your mobile phone. How will your life be? Kavya, where it went? Where is it? Tell me. Or you go in the parking lot and you see your car is missing. What is that? Doctor Hook. That guy stole and gone. But I parked properly. From my parking only that fellow speak. No, some guys have taken it. When I was in Toronto, Mother Shalini, I was in Toronto, some of the devotees, they told in Toronto, that lane, downtown lane, some people just come in between and they just point the gun and take your car. Is it true? No, no, not true. It's not true. Really, they scared me kind of.
That's not true, Prabhuji, but yes, on that lane, the cars do get tickets, parking tickets. They haven't been towed yet, though.
I'm not talking about tow. I'm talking about people
Yeah,
taking
well,
and selling.
Prabhuji, I haven't experienced that.
And I pray you'd never experience that. Yes. But that is attachment. How does one feel after that? Oh, my car is gone. In front of my eyes, that fellow takes and goes. So that is, then you understand that's your attachment. So you realize attachment when it's gone. It's no more there in front of you. Right? So like that Krishna, one feels that separation from Krishna. Little moment also somebody is away from Krishna, he cannot stay. We have a devotee in our uh, ashram. He cannot live a single day without, if he doesn't worship deities for one day, somehow it's taken off, he feels as though he is being choked completely. Very senior devotee, he's been practicing since 86, now I guess 40 years of Krishna consciousness, and he somehow got first and second initiation in 6 months. Those days we used to get. So since that time he has been worshipping deities. So even one day something here and there happens, he will not be able to live. He feels something is wrong. Somebody is not giving. He can live without food, but he cannot live without deities. He feels that. That is called affection. In fact, if some pujari delays the offering by half a second, he comes to know he will not eat. He will fast the whole day. He doesn't eat. Bhagwan ko bhuka rakha. He cries. He will not eat. So this is the affection actually. This is attachment for deities. You cannot live without them. And then there is bhava. Now here bhava, development of bhava, the true meaning of bhava is mentioned by Rupa Goswami, because the symptoms of bhava can be imitated even by staged actors. They can imitate the symptoms, but the true bhava has 9 qualities. It is Shantir Avyartha Kalatvam Viraktir Mana Shunyata Asha Baddha Samutkanta Nama Gane Sadaruchihi Asaktistad Gunakhyane Pritistad Vasitistale. So like this 9 symptoms. These are the symptoms of bhava. So Shanktir, tolerance. That is the first symptom of bhava. A devotee can tolerate heat, cold, honor, dishonor, but he will continue his bhajan, bhakti. Bhajan will never get hampered. He is not bothered, insult, honor. No, he goes on. Unaffected by this. That is the Shanti, first step. Avyartha Kalatvam. You will see this person never wasting time. Always he is in some service or he is always connected to sadhana. This is symptom of bhava. Virakti. Virakti means not seeing sense object as sense object. Like once there was a prostitute sent to Tukaram Maharaj. So this prostitute said, I will easily waver this mind. So she went to Tukaram Maharaj and asked, you think I am beautiful? He said, yes, you are beautiful. You think I am the most beautiful lady in the world? He said, yes, you are the most beautiful lady in this world. And she said, he's caught. He says, why do you say so? He says, because you remind me of Rukmini Devi. You remind me of Mother Rukmini. Seeing you, I am remembering Mother Rukmini. So he is not seeing her as an object of gratification at all. That is Viraktir. Viraktir Mana Shunyata. Mana Shunyata is a state where person is not interested in honor or dishonor. Man, Shunyata. Somebody insults, not insults, no problem. Once there was His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj. He was a GBC executive chairman. And in Mayapur there is specific entrance for visitors. And for the senior devotees there is an entrance. So Maharaj doesn't carry danda or anything. He wears simple saffron t-shirt and dhoti. It looks very simple. Nobody can understand. So he was entering from that entrance. So the security guards told him, hey, idhar se nahi Prabhu, udhar se jao. And quietly he just went and joined the meeting. There was one temple president. The security guard was new. So the president was entering the temple. Brahmachari. He said, hey, Baba, kidhar jata hai? Chappal nikal ke jao. He just removed chappal and went inside. Mana Shunyata. They are not worried about, hey, you know who you are talking to. I'll sack you out. I'll kick you out right now if you're insulting me. No. This is Mana Shunyata. It's very difficult. This cannot be imitated. This comes at the stage of bhava. Shantir Avyartha Kalatvam Viraktir Mana Shunyata. Then Asha Baddha. One has hope against hope. Even if it's hopeless. Situation is hopeless. Oh, even if Krishna comes and tells you, you will not go back to Godhead. Still, one has hope. No, I will go. That is the faith that one has in bhakti. Asha Baddha Samutkanta. And always, yes, Krishna will now give darshan. Krishna will now appear. Krishna is here. That is Samut. They always have that. Yes, now Krishna. Rajvasis had that, right? Because Krishna was asked, when will you come back from Mathura? He said, Parson. I'll come back day after tomorrow. And they believed it. And they all wait. Parson, he'll come. Parson, he'll come. That's why from there only the statement comes. Tomorrow never comes. If tomorrow doesn't come, how day after tomorrow will come? So, but they kept waiting. No, he will come. Look at Puchri Kalota Baba in Govardhan, in the tail. He's sitting there and waiting for Krishna. So this is Asha Baddha Samutkanta, both Samutkanta. Nama Gane Sadaruchi. These Vaishnavas will keep chanting the names. Every breath is a death breath. They keep chanting. And Asaktistad Gunakhyane. You just give a small, just like Chandan, a Chandan tree, a sandalwood tree, you just give a small beating, immediately the fragrance of Chandan will come out. Like that, go and just poke them little bit. Oh, they'll start glorifying Krishna. Different qualities of Krishna. Yes. Pritistad Vasatistale. Oh, they love to go to Dham, love to go to temple. And they want to be there, serve the Vaishnavas there. They want to glorify the holy places there. And Pritistad Vasatistale, yes, these are the 9 qualities. abhav. Asaktistat guna kya hai? Pritistat. Okay, yes. So this is the real bhav. Then what about the other symptoms? They are called as satviki bhav. Satviki bhav is hair standing on end, tears rolling down, perspiration, voice getting choked up, kampana, shivering. So these things can be imitated, or these things even materially one can have. When one goes to the stage, somebody has stage fear, he'll start shivering, right? Hair will stand on end, voice will choke. This is possible, even out of nervousness. Arjuna also, in the beginning of battlefield, his hair was standing on end, mind was reeling. Oh my God, my Gandiva is slipping. These are all symptoms of bhav, but that was nervousness. It was not bhav. But this bhav appears in three phases. The first phase is called dhuma phase. Dhuma is one or two symptoms are visible. Then there is uddipta phase, uddipta satviki, where three or four symptoms are visible out of the 8. And ashta satvika vikar, 8 out of 8 are visible on a person who has Mahabhav, and usually they are associates of Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he first time had darshan of Jagannath, he went into Mahabhav, Suddipta Satvika. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he observes it, oh, this is Suddipta Satvika. All 8 symptoms are visible. And then comes Prema. And what happens in Prema? Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. One gets to smell the fragrance of Lord, hear the flute of Lord, the ankles of Lord, and then finally have darshan of Lord. We'll quickly complete the next verse. Premati bhara nirbhinna pulakangoti nirvrita ananda samplavelino napashyanu bhayam mune. Yes. Who wants to read this ecstatic translation? Okay, Krishna Kumar Prabhu.
O Vyasdeva, at that time, being exceedingly overpowered by feelings of happiness, every part of my body became separately enlivened. Being absorbed in an ocean of ecstasy, I could not see both myself and the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So he got goosebumps. When bhava increases, mahabhava happens, then there is prema. So his limbs got covered with goosebumps. So all the limbs, every part of his body had developed prema. So right from tip of his finger to the top of his head, everything had developed prema. Yes, goosebumps everywhere. So it was difficult to bear. That thrill, excitement. Have you know nail biting thriller, people say. We have some experience of that. The same kind of goosebumps is there. That feeling is there. Duck, 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 duck. The heart is palpitating. It's beating so loudly. Yes, this is something which he was experiencing. And then what happened? Ananda Samplave Lina. He fainted. Murchit. This is also one of the symptoms of Satviki Bhav. Fainting. So he fainted off. Ananda Samplave Lina. He fainted off. He passed out. And then I did not see both Lord or myself. I was not able to see. Okay. Mother Shalini, you can read this purport. You can read half. Sachidanand Prabhu can read half.
Sure, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Spiritual feelings of happiness and intense ecstasies have no mundane comparison. Therefore, it is very difficult to give expression to such feelings. We can just have a glimpse of such ecstasy in the words of Sri Narad Muni. Each and every part of the body or senses has its particular function. After seeing the Lord, all the senses become fully awakened to render service unto the Lord, because in the liberated state the senses are fully efficient in serving the Lord. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Sachidanand Prabhu, please complete this.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. As such, in that transcendental ecstasy, it so happened that the senses become separately enlivened to serve the Lord. This being so, Narada Muni lost himself in seeing both himself and the Lord simultaneously. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. So this is called as Krishna Darshan, the stage after Prem. Bhagavat Anubhuti and Krishna Darshan. There are two more stages above. So Bhagavat Anubhuti means experience of Lord. Immediately led to what? It immediately led to the eruptions of ecstasy. This is something one can only experience. And we pray we all experience this someday in this life itself. Yes, if we sincerely chant, we can experience all this. This cannot be described in words. Sometimes you've seen that. Oh, we can't describe in words, Prabhu. How did you feel? Can't describe in words. Yes. So Prabhupada is able to describe in words because Prabhupada has felt it. He knows. Acharyas have described it because they are experiencing this. But I am not experienced in this, so I can't describe in words. But nevertheless, we can all pray for each other that let's chant the holy name and let's do our services which Guru has given sincerely. And let's experience this. Okay, thank you. There is a question in the chat which I will answer and then we'll close for today. In the Madhurya Kadambini, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that material attachment arises from subtle anarthas within the heart. Even after one takes up bhakti, these anarthas gradually purify through sincere practice. With this understanding, how should we properly view situations where practicing devotees who appear sincere and actively engage in devotional service still seem attached to position, recognition, or appreciation? At times, we even observe devotees crossing proper boundaries and occasionally committing Vaishnava aparadh. How can we understand such situations in a balanced and devotional way? I beg forgiveness if question is inappropriate. Number one, we need to understand that everybody is a practicing sadhaka. We are practicing sadhana and we are also practicing sadachar, right dealings. And just as we have lapses in sadhana, we have lapses in sadachar also. So it is very important to understand that everybody is struggling and practicing towards, we want to practice towards becoming an ideal devotee. Yeah. We are nobody to judge if somebody is attached to position, recognition, or appreciation. We are not the judge. If we become judge, we will lose our bhakti credits. It may appear that somebody is attached to position, recognition, appreciation. Is it our business to judge that? Is it our business to purify that person? We don't know. That person may not be attached to position. He may be attached to role, service. He may not be attached to recognition. He may be attached to glorifying Krishna more. Let my glory be spread so that Krishna can, I'll become famous so that let Krishna become more famous. I'll get to a position where I can appreciate Krishna. He may want to get appreciated so that let other devotees get inspired. Do we know his inner heart? That's why we have no right to judge others. We look at our own heart. Don't judge others. If that devotee is doing something good, learn. Others, learn from their actions. Don't judge their actions, not their intention. For ourselves, judge our intention, not our action. At times we even observe devotees crossing boundaries, committing Vaishnava aparadha. That time we have to understand very clearly, this is exam for me. Am I relishing Vaishnava aparadha or am I feeling bad? Usually somebody rages, oh, that devotee is this fault. Please tell more. I want to know more. I'll add some points too. That's the attitude. So Vaishnava aparadha is committed. That's an exam for us. What are we going to do? We are going to leave or we are going to enjoy the conversation? Dosh Katha. We want Dosh Katha or Krishna Katha? It's up to us. So we are not supposed to understand, we understand the right way. So whatever good dealings, we take it. This way, oh, Krishna is teaching me through this devotee not to deal like this. Finished. But yet, we are nobody to judge others' intention. It should be very clear. We are not sent to this world to be judged. This is not courtroom. This is classroom. Yes, we are here to learn. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki